since then, I think we had an episode where I was telling y'all that my husband and I were discussing like a vasectomy, and I just want to come back and report that I won that battle. He took one for the team.
Yes.
So, just kidding. We decided on it together.
You voluntold him.
Right. Yeah,
yes.
Something like that.
She said, you're not getting this unless you get that.
Right.
I feel you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. This is shut down until you shut it down.
Yeah.
So.
Hey y'all, welcome to a brand new episode of Babies Down, Bottles Up. I have my girls with me. Hi ladies, how are y'all?
Hi.
Hey.
Long time no talk on the mic, at least.
On the mic.
I know, I was gonna say, bitch, I talk to you every day. Like, what are you talking about?
I meant through the
We
mic.
just feel a little nervous because, like, it's the first time we're this close to a mic in a long, long time. So,
like, literally close to the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Like a real mic.
That's true.
So it's so good hearing y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so excited. I had a dream though that I like fell asleep before we recorded and I missed it.
Oh my God. No, I would call for a welfare check.
A welfare check.
I'd be like, hello, police.
Blowing up your phone and Axel's phone.
Seriously.
It was a nightmare, but we're here. Oh my gosh, y'all, we're here. It's been a long time coming. It's been about, 3 years?
It's been a long time coming, but... Okay, sorry.
Oh, Lord. Now we're going to
Taylor Swift has to kick in.
I was gonna, is that a Swift one? I'm like...
Yes.
Our Swiftie of the crew. No. So... let's start this episode off by giving some life updates. But before we do that, we have a new friend that we would like to introduce you guys to. Don't worry, she's a baddie like the rest of us.
She is. She fits in just perfectly.
Just fine.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll let her introduce herself.
Well, why don't we do it like kind of just go around and introduce us just so people can get reacquainted with our voices.
Yeah, forget who we are.
We might have some new listeners.
I hope we do.
Ooh. Y'all imagine?
Add to our 5 so we can have at least 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen. Does that count?
No.
Right? It's like we like our own statuses.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like how we have family members leave us reviews. No, just kidding.
BDBU does not have family members leaving reviews. Thank you.
Just kidding. We don't get reviews. Anyways. Okay, so I guess I'll go first. I'm Keisha.
I'm Terrin.
I'm Josselyn.
And I'm Karina.
Woo! The new one of the crew. Welcome.
I'm so excited. Yeah, this is like an honor. Like,
girl, stop. She's
right.
You earned your way in.
Right.
I think we've known Karina for a whole 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
You're going to say a whole 2 minutes? No.
But she fit right in. It was
from
crazy.
The beginning. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I was telling the girls even before like we started texting with Karina, because Terrin, Keisha, and I talk all the time.
Every single day.
Every single day. And so before she came into the group chat, I was like, man, it's going to be real awkward if we don't like her. How do we tell our producer? we don't like your friend. I don't know.
But I was like, I don't know, y'all. I was like, she's somebody different. I don't like change.
Yeah.
You know how girls are.
We were humbled.
Yeah.
We were humbled very quickly.
I'm glad, yeah.
I hope that we were open enough and that you didn't feel like we were just interrogating you. I know we
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, you guys were super great, welcoming, and like, I just love the camaraderie and like you guys just empower each other and like it's so fun to see you guys just interact and like I don't know. I'm like I wish I had that sooner. Like where was I?
Yes.
Right? Like for real.
4 years ago.
It's like uncommon. For one, Josselyn and Terrin have never met each other in person.
I know, which is crazy.
No, we haven't. That is so crazy.
Yeah.
So that's
really?
Oh.
Yeah, because I consider her one of my very best friends, and we've never seen each other in person.
Never.
I know, isn't that crazy?
That
needs to happen soon.
I know.
I know.
Now that we have two of y'all in Colorado, we can.
Yes. So yeah, Karina and I are only like maybe an hour and 45 minutes from each other. Yeah.
So we need to do a Colorado meetup and a Texas meetup.
Yeah.
Girl, I need to message you because I'm coming to Aurora in May. So
okay. Yeah, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Karina, introduce yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am Karina, like everybody already, talked about. Oh my gosh. I don't like talking about myself, of course. But I guess we got to let people know who's on the podcast. So yeah, so I live in Colorado and I moved here about almost 11 years ago. I'm originally from Southern California, grew up there, lived there for 21 years. And I'm very much a Cali girl. I miss the weather there. Just, the life there is way different than here in Colorado. We don't see snow in California, obviously. So there was definitely some adjustment when I first moved here. And now so it's so funny how like your temperature kind of tolerance changes. So like before, I would be cold at like 65 degrees, right?
Yeah, that's me.
And then I moved here and like every time I go home and everybody's all bundled up in 60-degree weather, I'm wearing like shorts and a dress. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is nice.
Yeah.
Like,
Seriously, in Colorado it was 84 today.
Yes.
And I was sweating my ass off.
It was so beautiful. Like I always say this weather reminds me of Cali. Like it reminds me of home. Which, sometimes you get a little homesick, but...
So you are 31?
I'm 32.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Karina,
when's
your
your birthday? What's your sign?
Like, I'm a Virgo.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay, have you seen that meme that's like, getting shot hurts, but have you ever dated a Virgo though?
Yeah.
No, but I believe it because, control freaks. And
one of my best friends is a Virgo, so no wonder why we get along.
I had my worst experience with a Virgo.
Really?
Oh,
I'm
boy.
so sorry.
She's like, on behalf of my people, I apologize.
Yes, I really do.
I apologize on behalf of them.
I know Virgos are hard to deal with sometimes.
They can definitely be a handful, that's for sure.
Yeah. My birthday is August 31st, so
they're very dynamic people, though. I will say that.
My birthday is August
Virgos.
5th, so I'm not a Virgo, but
yeah.
it's in August.
Well, it's crazy because my sister and I are both Virgos, so you can only imagine how hard that was growing up. It was it was a little tough. But yeah, so I have 2 kids. I have a 3-year-old boy and then a almost 11-month-old little girl she's definitely my tougher child. I love her to pieces, don't get me wrong, but
no, it's always the second one.
Those second children are not.
They're not normal.
Well, you gotta get the easy one first, so you're tricked into having another.
That's what I'm saying. It's a setup.
I always thought I was such a great mother and everybody else was just complaining too much. And then I had my second child. I was, oh my gosh, blindsided.
I tell my first kid that he tricked me because I thought all babies were like him. And his sister proved me wrong. Like, she still is to this day.
Yeah, I remember everybody warned me like, oh, that second one is a lot different. And I'm just like, yeah, well.
And I didn't think
so.
And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
that's not right.
Yeah, she's giving us a run for our money for sure. Like,
and she's a girl. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, she
and
is
the baby.
Yes. she's completely opposite of
Triple
her
threat.
brother. And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't want to see you as a teenager because that's going to be scary.
Oh, I got one of those. Just save up your energy because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
I'm scared because I feel like my 5-year-old's already a teenager and I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm actually
She's
done.
she's 5 and I give up.
It's like, I quit. Yeah. But I think we're 2 and done over here at this point.
Same.
We're I said, like, even before I found out it was a girl, 2 was going to be it, even if it was 2 boys or whatever. But I was, happy with one of each. So that's good. Let's see what else. So, yeah, I mean, I've worked for a long time in like just I've had all kinds of jobs. And then once my son was born, I was really unsure of what I wanted to do, but financially it just made more sense for me to stay home with him. So I did that for almost 3 years. And I realized pretty quickly the stay-at-home life wasn't for me.
Well, and the way the economy is set up right now, you just pretty much have to have 2 incomes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah, but I was, super grateful for the opportunity to like see all the milestones and, just be there for everything for him. And then I felt bad because then once my daughter was born, I was like, great, you're going to daycare. Yeah, but because I got a job, like really soon after she was born. Like she was born in May of 23, and then I got a job offer in I want to say July. So yeah, I went to work and did that, and it was really intense. And then like, obviously when kids, get sick, you can't send them to daycare. So I was working from home and trying to do all the things with the baby, and that was really rough. So yeah, anyway, I worked for a little while at that position and it was hard. I didn't like it. Found out pretty quickly it wasn't the right fit. So then I was like, what do I do now? Like, I want something that's less stressful. So I left that job back in December, and then like pretty soon after decided to go back to school for massage therapy. So that's what I'm doing now.
Cool.
That's awesome. We're so happy to have you.
We are.
And I'm excited to hear everything you have to share and all the knowledge you have to share with our listeners as well.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here and just really grateful for the opportunity. This is like, I don't know, it just sounds like so much fun to be able to just talk to your girls and connect with other people. Yeah.
Well, and people ask questions all the time about things that we've talked about because, I mean, yes, we are a niche, but there is such a need for blind moms to come together and share everything that we've learned over time so that other people don't have to learn the hard way.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I say it all the time. I wish there was something like this when I was, starting my
little babies.
Yeah.
Same.
Because I had so many questions and like hardly anyone around to ask. Yeah, it's just it's a challenge, and it definitely makes it easier if you have people to like talk to and bounce ideas off each other and just, vent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. I agree. Like 100%.
And drink with.
Right.
And drink with. Yes.
So who is drinking?
I'm drinking. I don't know what I'm drinking, but I'm drinking.
What?
Oh, wow.
It's a seltzer, but I don't know what flavor. I can't tell what flavor it is.
It's like, it's good. Whatever it is.
I don't ever know what I'm drinking when I'm baking. Y'all know.
No, she was baking a cake one time. We were on the phone with her. I was like, oh, what kind of cake are you baking? Oh, I don't know. What?
I guess we're going to find out.
Taste test. Yeah.
It was vanilla, by the way, but I did not know.
Yeah. Well, I'm having our drink of the episode, but we can talk about that more later.
Oh, yeah. All right. So are y'all ready for life updates?
Yes.
So who wants to go first?
You.
Me? Oh, really? Okay.
Keisha wants to act like she don't have nothing to share, but she a lot. She
Right.
really
Out,
is.
girl. Pour it
Doing the
out.
most.
It's hard talking about yourself.
Yeah.
But I
We'll
want
talk about you. It's fine.
No, it's okay.
Y'all want us to tell y'all what she's been up to?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Do
I'll
it.
give y'all a little bit. And then you find the rest out later. Okay. So, man, it's been a year or a couple of years, I guess, since the last time I talked to y'all.
Busy 3 years. Yeah.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah, it's been 3 years. So
That's crazy.
when we recorded 3 years ago, I had just started working at the lighthouse. Yeah, like I had just started working, maybe like a month before that episode that we dropped. And so I'm still working, even though I don't want to, but it's still working. I want to be a bum. No, I'm just kidding. I am no longer at the lighthouse though. So I graduated with my master's in clinical rehabilitation counseling last May. And I thought that I should have like a career change so I can actually like use my degree because it was hard, y'all. Like oh my God. I think I was a single parent for a little bit during that degree.
You were, yeah.
Yeah. I like took a full load that semester. I don't know what was wrong with me. But yeah, so I did that. And so in July I had a job change. So now I am what they call a site coordinator. So I work for a nonprofit here in San Antonio, and it's a national nonprofit. So I work for the San Antonio affiliate, I guess. And I am housed at an elementary school right now. I just switched, and y'all don't want to hear about that, but I just switched to an elementary school, and it's so much more pleasant, y'all. But I work with pre-K through fifth graders and provide social services and basic counseling to them. So I've been doing that, and it's super cool because I have pretty much the same schedule that my kids have. Not like I get out at the same time that they do, but I have like the holidays off with them. So I was looking at my timesheet.
Nice.
Yes, it's so nice. Like I was looking at my timesheet 2 weeks ago, and I've already like accumulated 200 hours of holiday pay, which like
Oh my gosh, that's so
What?
nice. Because
it's
you're
so
gonna have the
cool.
summer off, right?
Amazing.
yeah, I get a month off in July. Well, sort of. We get our last day of work is June 28th, and we have to go back on July 29th. So I get July off, which is good because baby girl's having surgery. So it's like perfect timing. And then on top of that, they give us like 96 hours of vacation time. So
Wow.
we have a lot of paid time off, which is
Those are some nice benefits.
it really is. I mean, the pay could be better because I really feel like I'm underpaid, but hey.
Yeah.
And so
That's schools.
right. Well, that's the thing. I don't work for the school district, but that's nonprofits for you for sure.
Nonprofits, yes.
Yeah. So I've been at my job going almost a year. It'll be a year in July. And then in November, or no, in December, I became a licensed professional counselor associate. So
Whoop, whoop. Nice.
I'm still working my butt off because going to school is not enough, apparently. So I'm working towards my 3,000 hours. And so once I complete that, hopefully it doesn't take me that long, I will be fully licensed. And then I haven't told you guys this. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm also in the process of becoming registered play therapist. So I'm actually doing, yeah, I just started like my first supervision is going to be next month.
Therapist.
Yeah.
What that mean?
Scarlett sees those. They're really great.
Yeah, so you work with kids and like you know, because it's hard for kids to talk about trauma. And so, like, you kind of just give them...
you do it through play?
Yeah, you just give them some toys and let them act out
or let them draw and stuff.
And let them draw or play with sand.
You know what? I did that when I first lost my vision as a teenager. Of course, it wasn't like little toys, but like we would talk and like, yeah, like draw or like play like board games and things like that. Yeah, that's really
I just
cool.
started that. Well, I just filled out my application like last week.
That's amazing.
So I'll be starting that next month. And so once I'm done, hopefully, I'll be an LPC RPT. So I'm excited.
You just collecting letters like
I know.
yeah.
I said I wanted all the letters behind my name.
Yes.
For
So,
you.
but other than that, yeah,
Other than
just
that, like that's
momming.
not enough.
Just
Yeah.
like that's
Like,
it.
She's not
Yeah,
done.
no
She
big
also runs a
deal.
business,
Oh,
and
yes.
she is the primary parent of 2 kids, and they have extracurricular activities.
Yeah, but
So
I do a lot. I stay busy. I don't really know why, because I'm really tired. Like the other
She
day,
never sleeps.
I felt like I wanted to
No.
just crash, because it like catches up with you. Because I'm on a PTA for the kids' school, and then
Oh my
they do
gosh.
basketball and cheer, and then I do have my I'm working on getting my private practice up and running. So I have my PLLC, but I am doing like other trainings before I can actually see my first client. So I'm excited because at the end of next year, I want to work for myself. I'm tired of working for people. So that's my end goal. So I can make my own schedule and have as much PTO as I want. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. Hopefully that works.
oh, we're so proud of you.
Thank
We
you.
are.
Yeah.
You worked your butt off.
Yes.
Thank you. That's why I just want to sleep now. I'm like, I don't want
You
to.
just need a vacation.
I
yeah.
do. That's why we're coming to Colorado.
Yes, come to Colorado.
Yes. Okay, so who's next?
Terrin, because I'm not going after that.
Oh my God.
My bum ass.
Oh,
So I can't remember if the last time we talked, I was at the current job that I'm at now, but I work in the medical field working with developmentally disabled and medically fragile children. And I love it. That's about all I'm going to say about that. But my husband and I bought a house in this past year, which was a huge undertaking. And we're so proud of ourselves because it was a lot of things had to fall into place just right for us to buy this home. And it's our dream home. I
That's
love it so
exciting.
much.
She has a room for all of us.
Yeah.
She just doesn't know it
We
yet. but-
do. I've never had a home this big. It's 3,000 square feet.
oh
It
wow.
is
Yeah.
so much to clean, though. That's a lot.
Mhm.
That's a lot to clean. And we have a little bit of land. So we're starting a homestead on our property. My parents laugh all the time because they can't imagine us. Like we have chickens. Delaney doesn't love the chickens, but Scarlett loves the chickens. Scarlett will just carry our chickens around. She loves them so much. And I'm on my sourdough journey. I'm just essentially trying to be like a little homestead trad wife kind of thing.
Blind Betty Crocker.
Yes.
Blind Martha
Oh my
Stewart.
gosh.
Yes.
Yes.
Martha Stewart.
I always tell
That-
her she's Bree from Desperate Housewives.
Those are like the best compliments I've ever got in my life. It's like, oh my gosh, the blind Betty Crocker. I'm going to get an apron that says that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
Look
Yeah.
out for merch. Just
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
But that's my kids are getting bigger. I have got a teenager and a preteen. Oh, pray for me
Fun
because
times,
it's rough out here. It is really rough out here, but we are loving life. We're super happy with the area that we bought in and just trying to live a little bit of a slower life. My husband is in the military, so we moved about 30 minutes from the post that he's stationed at, and it's kind of nice just because it's not so populated. We don't live in an HOA. We live on a dirt road, and it's just what I imagined for us. So we're doing well. I'm super happy with everything. I mean, I didn't get a degree, but
Oh my
it'll
God,
do.
girl. I want to buy a house. So that's super cool.
Yeah, buying a
I'm
house
excited.
is huge.
That's exciting.
Thank you.
Who wants to go?
Joss.
Joss.
Okay.
Last but certainly
Last
not
one.
least.
Right?
Okay. So I really have just been living my best trophy wife life.
Yes,
I
girl.
am definitely in my soft girl era. I'm so lucky to be able to stay home with my kids. I think when we stopped recording our podcast, I had just had Avani. She's about to be 3 now. And she's going to start hopefully pre-K or some kind of head start or something in the fall. She used to get at this house. And then I really like
I
have
feel
all
you.
the time that I like need to, I don't know, go do a spin
you.
class at 7:30 a.m., you know?
Hey.
That's really the dream.
I miss my stay at
Like,
home mom days. Oh,
I envision a life. Well, I mean, I do some of those things, but like I envision a life where like I send my kids off to school and I'm wearing like yoga pants and like I go to my cute little workout class and get like Starbucks after and then go walk at Target for like 3 hours. That is
That
the
sounds like a
dream.
dream.
let me
Yeah.
tell you. Oh,
So
I want that. I had that for
Yeah.
a minute. Can I
Yeah.
have it back?
And see, even though I am a stay-at-home mom, like I don't really get that because I literally have at least one kid at all
Right.
times.
Mhm.
But anyways, my husband got his massage therapy license and he has since started working as a massage therapist and kind of trying to get his business off the ground. He works for a chain right now, but obviously the goal is for him to have his own
Mhm.
business.
That's cool.
Yeah, so just kind of holding down the fort while he makes it happen, you know?
That is a
Ari-
lot of work.
That's important.
For
Like
sure.
Mhm.
stay-at-home moms really that's a job. I don't know why people don't
No,
think
it
that
is.
It is a
and it's
full-time
not.
job.
And it doesn't end is the thing. Like
Right.
there's always shit to do. Like
Exactly.
a
You're
stay-at-home
never
mom,
off the clock.
never.
No, and you don't get paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And not just that,
Free
but
labor.
everybody just is like, what do you do all day? And I'm just like, damn, if I really told you, like, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
But I really enjoy it. I love being a stay-at-home mom. Like, yes, it has its boring days or whatever, but it is just like so special to be able to
Mhm.
have
Yeah.
all the first with your kids and like know that you gave them that foundation where you were with them all the time. And I'm just really lucky and fortunate and I'm really glad that we've been able to do that.
Mhm.
But since then, I think we had an episode where I was telling y'all that my husband and I were discussing like a vasectomy, and I just want to come back and report that I won that battle. He took one for the team.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, just kidding. We decided on it together.
You voluntold him.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
something
Yeah.
like that.
She
Yeah.
said you're not getting this unless you get that.
Right.
I feel you.
Yes.
Mhm.
This is shut down until you shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're having a lot of fun with that. We got big thing. We paid off our house. I think
Exciting.
yes, it was exciting. Now
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh, it's our fucking house because it really is my mom's house. But she gave it to us and we paid off the rest of it. So it is our
That's
house.
dope.
That's exciting though.
Yes,
Doesn't matter
for
how
sure.
it happened. It's your
Right?
house.
It's your house.
Yeah, but I mean, the goal is still to like buy a home that we chose and all of that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, still big deal. I'm trying to see what else. I mean, I don't know. Ariana is in first grade now, and she's in theater and she's in Spanish club, and she's just so like dramatic, and she loves performing, and
She needs to meet Zanaya again.
I know. And so she's just a little diva. And I mean, they're just thriving and growing so fast. So that's really, I guess, okay, well, let's see. I started playing blind soccer.
Ooh.
I went back to beat ball. I'm like officially back this season. So I'm kind of trying to stay fittish.
Fittish. I love
it. I feel like I have imposter syndrome when I say that I'm an athlete because like I'm an athlete sometimes. But I feel like fitness is a journey, right? So
It is. It's not linear either.
right. Yeah. So I'm trying my best.
You're doing better than me.
I was gonna say better than me. Yeah.
Well, I have the time, so it's just about making myself do it, you know? But yeah, so I'm really excited to see like what this season is gonna look like as far as sports go. Blind soccer is really different than any sport that I've ever played before. It's a lot more physical. There's a lot more physical contact, and I'm actually really nervous about we have our first tournament. Well, not our first, but the first one that I'll be playing in at the end of May. And it's mostly dudes, you know? And so like it makes me nervous. I don't really want to run into these big ass dudes. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody last year got a concussion. Like, fuck that life. I got shit to do.
Gosh.
You know? So I don't know. It'll be interesting. So yeah, but that
sounds like football. Like
yeah, it's
like the intensity of it all.
It is very intense, and there's a lot going on all at once. So soccer is very intense for sure, but it's a lot faster and it's really exciting. So
that's so fun.
Cool. Yeah.
Well,
but yeah,
that's how it goes. Your
I know
tournament.
I will. I'm excited. Yes, but that's kind of been my life.
Well, I mean, that's a lot. Like,
I love that, like, just the variety of things that you know, like everybody's doing. It's so interesting and fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Miss Terrin, she talked about our drink or what she. Are you drinking it now or?
Yes, our drink of the episode.
Okay, so what is it?
Our drink tip.
Right.
Yes. So
our drink tip.
Of course, in our group chat, we were talking about our favorite drinks, and Josselyn was talking about this vodka called Pink Whitney and how good it was. It's like a pink lemonade vibe. It tastes so good. And I was thinking it would be good to do a little bit of the Pink Whitney with some sparkling rosé, and I coined it the Sexy Whitney. So that's what I've been having. It's so good.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
It's copyrighted. Don't try to take it.
Got it. Yeah, trademark that.
And it just tastes like pink. Like if you were to think about what pink tastes like, that's what it tastes like. And it's bubbly and it's really good. So please try it and then tell us how you like it.
For sure. Well, do y'all want to do a shot or cheers or something?
I don't know about
cheers.
This seltzer's got me kind of little ooey. We can try that.
That's the goal.
Yes.
You're not drinking just to drink, Keisha. This ain't water.
This is not for hydration.
I'm drinking alcohol and I'm feeling a little, I don't know.
All right. So let's cheers to the new BDBU crew.
Yes.
Yes.
I hope everybody at home is giving us a cheers too.
Hopefully.
Yeah, for sure.
All 10 of you. No.
Here's to lots of success and many episodes to come.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Well, I cheered with Gatorade because I've been hungover for 2 days straight. So y'all gonna have to forgive me.
Wow.
She's living up to her name.
I'm glad you told us after because that would have been a buzzkill. No, just kidding.
She's like, I'm just sipping on my electrolytes.
I just like to say that, like, we were all like on Thursday, what are we drinking? And we had these plans. Next thing you know, Karina's like, all right, I got mine. Well, y'all got y'all's? And Dawson's like, I don't know if I'm going to drink. I've been drinking all weekend. And I'm like, we've planned for this, lady. Like,
I know. I told you one drink won't hurt.
I accidentally got drunk.
Might help your hangover.
I accidentally got drunk both nights, and now
Accidentally?
Right.
Yes.
No wonder we didn't hear from you yesterday.
The chat was so quiet.
It was dry.
It was. But yes, I'm just trying to keep myself together for tomorrow. I got shit to do, but next time I got y'all for sure.
I know. I'm trying to keep it light because I gotta go to work tomorrow morning. I gotta get up at 5. So
gotta keep it cute.
I might be hitting that snooze button.
Karina's like, oh, you boring bitches.
No. I'm thinking of all the stuff I have to
ready.
do.
Yeah. Just carrying the podcast on your back. Shit.
All right. So let's get into the last topic of the night. I don't know about you guys, but some of us live on TikTok. And so we thought it would be cool to do hot takes. So each of us have one or two that we want to share, and we're going to talk about them. So who wants to go first?
I think we're gonna ruffle some feathers. Like,
I'm ready.
I think so.
Let's
That's
do it.
what we
I'm
do.
ready.
I think we should do a little disclaimer. This is not recommendations. This is a shit that we do that's probably different than the norm or what is recommended for parents.
So do what you want with your kids, but this is what we do.
Right. This is what we do
Yes.
over
This is
here.
what we do. This is what works for us. You know,
Right.
Yeah. So maybe
take it
unpopular
with a grain of salt.
opinions.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So don't be trying to be blowing up our Twitter and sending us all this bad mail.
Oh
and stuff.
no, blow us up. I want the smoke. Like if
Oh well,
you
no,
mad
she wants
about
the
it,
smoke.
yeah. I want the smoke. If you mad about it, let me know. We can talk about it.
We'll make sure we give you our email address at the end of the episode.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So I can do my first one because I'm still thinking of a second one.
Go for it.
All right. So my kids are 6 and 5, and sometimes they let off a little F-bomb or shit.
I love it.
But what I like is that it's always fitting. They're not just randomly saying shit or fuck. They're saying it in context, right? And so I feel like a little cussing don't hurt nobody. Just make sure you don't cuss around the wrong people. So we tell them it's okay if you say a cuss word, but don't say it around your grandma or your aunt or your uncle. You know, keep it at home. Don't say it at school. But I mean,
Yeah.
they're kids. True, kids been cussing forever.
It's true. They just don't do it in front of their parents.
Right. That's what I was
Right.
gonna say. Like if they're not they're not gonna do it around you, but they're still gonna do it. And it's just like and you do it in front I do. I'm not
I
gonna
do
say
too.
you.
Me
But, like,
too.
I be cussing in front of my kids and like I feel bad about it, but shit, sometimes I'm
Sometimes.
like, I have sacrificed so much for these kids. I gave up a lot. Cussing ain't one of those things. So
Yeah.
we just gonna
Right?
have
Like
to
I lost my whole body. Let me cuss.
I lost my whole but bitch, where did it go?
I'll tell you,
I feel like, profanity, you can say things that don't have profanity that are much more harmful than dropping
Right.
an F-bomb. So like we just teach our kids, we don't use words to hurt people, whether it's fuck you bitch or I think you look real fat today. We just don't say anything
Right.
like that.
No, I agree with that 100%. And I feel like y'all said, like, I mean, they're going to cuss anyways, whether they're 4 or 15, whatever. But I mean, my kids know that it's not like an everyday thing. Don't get me wrong. Like our kids are not walking around every day cussing, you know, but if they feel like it's necessary or like, I don't know, if they're like, oh shit, because they dropped like a cup of water or something, I ain't finna yell at you because I do the same thing. So it's just,
Right.
just got to know your company, your audience, and everybody may not
appropriate,
agree with
for
that
sure.
because people are like, kids are innocent. Like they're not supposed to say stuff like that. But I'm like,
My kids
they're
are
just
not
being
innocent.
regular. Oh yeah, my kids are nowhere near innocent, first of all. And they're just being regular humans because everybody cuss, even your grandma. So
yeah, I was just gonna say too, like in like in the Hispanic culture, you see little kids, cussing up a
Yeah.
storm in Spanish.
So
So
true.
I'm like, why does that have to be different for our
oh yeah,
kids?
like kids cuss.
it-
They started
We
too.
support profanity over here.
Right,
We
we're gonna
do.
get
Little
we're gonna get a
razzle-dazzle,
T-shirt that
you know?
says "Kids saying the F bombs everywhere." No, I don't know.
Have y'all seen that TikTok trend where people set their phone up in the bathroom and they tell their kids,
I
like,
hate that
you
shit.
can say whatever
I
you
saw
want
that.
in here. And
That
they're
was
just
not
like,
cute.
fucking fuck, motherfuck.
I
And
mean, they
they're
were
just-
funny. They were funny. They would like set up the camera in the bathroom and be like, okay, you can cuss, but only in the bathroom. And they would leave, and the kid would just start going off, like really,
I've
like
seen
letting
one
out
where the
steam.
kid doesn't even say anything, and the mom's
I
like, "Are you done?"
know.
And like, yeah. I'm like, what did you say? I didn't say anything. My kids will be in there like, shit,
No.
fuck, damn, bitch, like that.
True. But the original one was so funny. The very original one was so funny because that baby let off some steam. Like he went in.
I'm gonna go find it.
And then the mom comes back and she's like, "Are you done?" Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
That's funny.
But I didn't think
Oh.
that was cute. Like, y'all never gonna catch me doing some shit like that with my kid.
No, no,
just
not
for
at
some
all.
likes or whatever.
Well, the more you instill in them that it's something that they shouldn't do, the more they're gonna want to do it.
Exactly. That's like telling your kid or your daughter, like, don't date this dude. Of course she's gonna date him because you don't want her to. She's
Look, I'm married to mine that my mom told me not to mess
Damn.
See, there you go.
That's how that went. Yeah.
So don't do it. All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
So I have a couple of hot takes, but what I just have to say first is I'm a medical professional. I'm not your medical professional. This is not medical advice. That being said, in our home, when our kids are sick, if they have a fever, we do not automatically treat fevers with fever reducers, like with Tylenol or ibuprofen. We do not do that. We kind of let the illness run its course a bit. If the kiddo looks really uncomfortable or they're not drinking or they're really lethargic, no matter what the temperature is, we will treat it. But we don't automatically say, okay, their temp is 101. Let me give them some Tylenol. Because I want like that temperature to shorten the duration of their illness. So we don't just automatically give them medication to bring their fever down.
Yeah.
And so, and it's always worked well for us. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, your kid can have a seizure from having a fever.
Yeah.
However, kids can have a seizure at 100.9 just as easy as they could have one at 105. So it's not necessarily how high the fever is, it's just the rapid change in temperature. So we do not just automatically treat fevers. And then also, we don't use antibacterial cleaners either in our home unless someone has like strep or the flu or like a stomach virus. Then we will use something that's like antibacterial or antimicrobial, what have you. But otherwise, girl, we just use soap and water in here and we don't disinfect stuff all the time just because I think that like can damage your children's immune system. So or if we're using like raw meat or if I'm cooking something, I may disinfect that specific area, but I'm not like going around with like hand sanitizer and like antibacterial soap and being like really crazy about it. And I don't think that may be an unpopular opinion since COVID, but I also think that's why so many kids are getting sick constantly back to back to back to back to back because they have not developed an immune system because we're just sterilizing everything all the time.
I'm not gonna lie, like I don't remember disinfecting everything the way I do now after COVID. Like I feel like I got, it kind of got
everybody got paranoid.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta disinfect everything. But I used to not, and I might go back to not.
We usually don't disinfect things unless, like you said, someone has strep. And our family has been hit with strep a lot in the past 6 months. And so that's when we usually disinfect things. But I don't, and that's some Lysol. Like we don't do no extra like scrubbing. and we wash and dryer. But no, we don't do.
Yeah, we don't either. Unless like it's actually COVID, we don't.
Yeah.
Some people are rocking around here with like bleach wipes or like alcohol, whatever, hand sanitizer every 5 seconds.
My toilet, but
I do bleach my toilet. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, definitely bleach your toilet from time to time. But that's so you don't get no nasty ass ring in your toilet.
Wow. And I also think that like our kids are getting sick, especially like because of COVID or the C word, because I know we don't want to be flagged, but because they were wearing masks for 2 damn years or almost.
Oh yeah.
So
the immune system.
And some kids still are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So like the babies that were born during that time, like my kid, always sick now, like always sick ever since he started school and daycare. It's I say I've been sick since September. Like it just doesn't go away.
It doesn't, but that's normal with little kids though. I mean, I don't know if it gets better when they get older, but I mean, I feel like
everybody
we always get sick.
Yeah.
I feel like kindergarten was the worst. This year has been a little better. So maybe it does get better.
Yeah, everybody keeps telling me, oh, it'll get better after a year. And I'm like,
but pre-K
I
and
don't know.
those 3, 4, 5-year-olds,
they're nasty.
Yeah.
See,
don't wash your hands.
Delaney, she started daycare when she was a baby and she got sick a bunch. And her pediatrician was like 6 to 10 viral illnesses the first year that they're like
Oh my
in school or
gosh.
daycare is totally normal.
That's a
It's like,
lot.
you've got to be fucking
Yeah.
kidding me. But she don't get sick really at all now. She is very, very, very healthy.
I
That's
hope.
I
that
guess
my
you
kids
just have
are.
to go through it.
I guess so,
Mhm.
because shoot, my
It's
kids be
rough.
sick
Yes.
and then passing on their sickness. Ugh,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a mess.
I've never had so many ear infections in my life.
Girl,
Mm.
Zane was the king of ear infections.
Struggle.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll go next. So mine, it's kind of two of them, but I'm gonna lump them together because they all have to do with baby sleep. So who recommends these things? The CDC, not the CDC.
The APA, I think.
Yeah. and
Okay.
The
people who make
American
this
Pediatric
Parenting,
Association.
Pediatric
Uh-huh.
American Parenting Association.
Somebody.
The experts recommend that you put your baby to sleep on their back, in an empty crib, like no blankets, no stuffies, nothing like that. And they also make a big deal of not co-sleeping with your babies. And I didn't do either of those things. My babies have always liked sleeping on their tummies, and that's what they did. My first one did, my second one did. And honestly, I think why that happened is because I did co-sleep with my kids and they would fall asleep like on my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Same.
they got used to sleeping on their stomachs. And so that's just how they would like to go to sleep. And I was just like, obviously, you make sure that they don't have anything around them that can be dangerous, any stuffies or a lot of stuff on your bed or whatever. But I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't follow it. And there was no like rhyme or reason to it. It was just the way that they wanted to sleep. And I was like, well, I'll just watch them, Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anybody got time to keep rolling your baby back over to their
right.
back when they want to be
For
on their stomach? 'Cause
real.
my
And
kids are the same.
I never did the sleep train or anything like that. Like, I understand sometimes people do it because, you got to go to work and you have to have those kids on some kind of schedule. But luckily, I didn't. I had the time to watch them all the time, and so I didn't have to have them in a schedule. Like whenever they wanted to go to sleep, we slept, and so I didn't want to do any kind of cried out method. No, like I just was not interested in my kids sleeping alone, especially my second one because I was breastfeeding. And
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't nothing to pop a titty out and let that baby go back to
Dude,
sleep.
my daughter used to pull it out on her own when she was asleep. Sure, it's easier because I tried to like
It is.
put her in her bassinet when we first got home, and like that ended real fast because
Yeah, we tried to, but it did not.
I ain't trying
it
to
did
get up and
not.
down like that.
Yeah, it didn't work. So I co-slept with my babies, and they slept on their tummies. So judge your mama.
and
I
wait,
judge
hold
your
on.
mama, yes.
Not your mama.
Love it.
Or another mama. Shit, I don't know.
Not this one though.
Yeah.
I mean, I did co-sleeping with both of my kids too, and shit, I still sleep with my daughter. She's my bestie.
Yeah. So, and I was reading, I think I came across a post on social media that was kind of talking about how that's such a Western society
It
thing.
is. Other societies don't do that. And I wish we
No.
talked more in Western society about safe co-sleeping. Because
Right.
I think I may have told this
Yes.
story before on the podcast, but like when I was pregnant, I was putting the crib together for my first baby. And my aunt was telling me I was never going to use it. And I was like, you are crazy. I'm not going to sleep with my baby. That is unsafe. It's terrible. First night home from the hospital, she slept with me just because that's what was easiest. But I
Yeah.
wish I would have had better education about how to do that in the most safe way possible.
Yeah.
And we are like the only people that don't sleep close to our infants when
Yes.
they're born.
It's kind of unnatural.
Yes.
It
Especially if you're
is.
breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Right.
And
really know what
not
the
just
issue is.
that, but also they say that like in Bali, the baby doesn't touch the ground in the first 3 months that they're alive because they're
I
still
saw
considered.
that.
Yeah, because they're still considered from the heavens. And so I
Mhm.
guess at 3 months they have some type of ceremony. I guess like welcome Earthside ceremony. And that's when they're allowed to, kind of start crawling or like getting down on the floor. But before 3 months, they carry that baby everywhere. And honestly, I did the same thing. Like my
Me
babies
too.
were carried for the solid 6 months of their lives. They were always in somebody's arms. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. They're like, oh, you're going to
Hold your
spoil
baby too
your baby.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe that you can spoil
I don't
an
either.
infant. An infant is not trying to manipulate you. They're just
No.
trying to get their
Exactly.
needs met.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's so necessary. And I also think that's why my kids are so like independent now. Like they're not
Mhm.
clingy kids. Like my kids can like my toddler plays by herself. Like she be
Mhm.
chilling. Like she is just like, I'm gonna go hang out, like if something happens,
Yeah.
obviously she runs to me, but like she's not a super clingy child.
That's how my son is too. I love it.
Yeah. And I think it's because they're secure.
That's true because they know that when they
Mhm.
need you, you're going to be there.
You're right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
meet all their needs at the very beginning, and so they know that they are secure, and so it makes them grow up a lot more confident. Trust us on this. Like I really believe that.
I agree.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Mhm.
My kids are not super clingy, but they'll come check in every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Trust us, we
And
have 8 children between us. So
Right,
we're
right.
we're
Gotta be
not
independent.
experts.
But I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Yeah, this is what
Right.
worked for us.
Mhm.
So, Karina.
Which one should I do? So I'll just say my first one will be how I dress my kids for school. So my 3-year-old's in preschool and my almost 11-month-old is, in daycare. And whenever I'm picking out their clothes, I'm just like, well, I don't want to send them in that because they just come home all dirty. And so, I save the nicer clothes for the weekends or whatever, just because I just don't like. Yeah, it frustrates me to no end that like the people at daycare don't take care of their clothes. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
the people at the
I
daycare don't care about your kids' really cute,
yeah
like smocked outfit. They do
yeah
not care.
Yeah.
It's like you don't send your kids to school in white clothes, like ever.
No.
Because you know they're gonna come back brown. Like
Well, and I'm just like, do you guys not believe in bibs? Like, because I never feed my baby without a bib, and I just hate, like, I don't know. It gives me like anxiety almost to see them coming home with like just all kinds of stains and like crap all over their clothes. I'm like, what
I feel
happened? Did they
you.
have a food fight? Like, he never
my-
gets that messy at home. And I'm like, y'all, I'm blind and my kid is always clean. Like, I don't know what y'all are doing.
Well, get used to it because even when they go to elementary school, they're still gonna come home with stuff on their clothes,
They
Yeah.
do.
and I be wondering what they be doing because I don't get it.
Yeah. So that's what I do. But then I also struggle with just the idea, like, yeah, we're two blind parents, like making it seem like we don't know what we're doing or like we're poor and can't afford better clothes. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
Because we're
it's just,
under
Yeah.
a
I think I'm
microscope.
always
Yeah.
paranoid of like my kids having stains on their clothes that I'm not aware of.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or the
Yeah,
same
that's just
socks.
paranoid.
Like we are big on making sure the kids have matching
Matching.
socks because
Mhm.
they'll go to school with mismatched socks, and we tell them all the time, y'all socks need to match because then they're gonna be like, oh, these poor.
Oh, y'all
blind
are cute. I gave up
parents."
on the sock thing
Oh,
I
I'm
did
almost
too.
up to
a
it. I'm
long
almost
time
up. I'm
ago.
over it because
No.
I feel like I never can find socks,
I
and
can't.
I don't know. Socks are always disappearing.
And why
I
do they
pin my
almost not
socks.
sell all white socks? Like all white
I
socks are so hard
know.
to come by for kids.
Yeah.
We need to
I-
start. We need to sign a petition. We need to write a
Yeah.
letter.
It is so hard.
Bring
I
white socks back.
I don't. It's so funny too, because like I told family members, if you're gonna get them socks, make sure they're one color, like
Either
don't
white
get.
or
Yeah,
black.
And
or
then
one
of
pattern.
course, And then of
Right.
course I get
Yes,
like
one
a pack of
style.
like green and blue and red. I'm like,
Yeah.
do
Or
you
super
not?
girly, like
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
I went on strike. I threw all of the socks out and then I just went on Amazon and I bought new socks, either black or white. And
Mhm.
they're different styles, the black and the white one. So I know which one is which.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's all we wear, black or white. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do, but then, like I feel bad if somebody gives them socks and I'm like, what do I
Yeah,
do?
people don't really give your kids clothes anymore when they're
Yeah.
preteens and teenagers as much as they do when they're like babies and
Yeah.
toddlers.
That's all I ask for. What do they need?
Clothes.
I need
Clothes.
clothes. Oh, and some
My
socks.
kids are too picky.
Mhm.
Zanaya's very picky. Like if she doesn't approve of her outfit, she ain't having it. So
Tiva.
Ari gets an
Yeah.
attitude.
yeah, that's Zanaya.
If I don't
That's
let
me.
her wear what she wants, now she's in the Roblox stage of her life, or like where she watches a lot of like influencers, little kid influencers.
Mhm.
There be some badass teenager influencers out there. I'm gonna need y'all to get your kids, because they're over there. They got my baby wanting to wear shorts and long sleeves. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I hate that. Oh,
I do that
God.
around the
God.
house.
It's a
but
real
that's it.
thing. Yeah,
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
yesterday she threw a fit because I was like, no, like that doesn't even look right, and she was just so upset. And so we compromised. She ended up wearing like a short sleeve t-shirt, but then she wore a hoodie over it. So then she still looked ridiculous.
Wasn't it hot?
But girl, she don't care. She don't
Sounds
care.
like Zanaya.
The middle
Yeah.
schoolers, it's hoodies all the time.
Hoodies all the time, even like in July. And I don't know where
Yes.
this trend came from, but it's true.
That's crazy.
So my daughter is 7 going on 17.
Oh no,
Sounds
trying to
like
tell you.
it.
Zanaya's 5 going on. I say she's 5 going on 25 because you. Oh God, y'all just don't know. It's hard out here with girls. Like I don't know what God did I don't know why He gave me a girl because we be going at it.
But I just wanted to say, Karina, like I definitely relate to the whole like paranoid thing about being a blind mom. You just feel like you always have to be on, and your kids always have to be on point.
Yep.
Or it'll be blamed on your blindness. So
Mhm.
We never get the benefit of the doubt.
yeah,
Right.
but I commend you for not giving a fuck and be like, I'm
Right.
sending my kid off in some play clothes.
Well, yeah.
Do you remember when you took Ari to the doctor and her shoes were on the wrong feet and you like
Yes, girl.
flipped?
Oh my gosh.
And
Yes.
it's because so I used to, when Zanaya was in Head Start or early Head Start, I don't know, but I would put her shoes on her while she was laying on her belly. And so a couple of times I did put them on the wrong feet. And so the school ended up putting a freaking safety pin on her shoe.
Oh,
Oh,
just so you
man.
wouldn't get them confused.
Yeah, and it was so
Oh
freaking
my
embarrassing.
Oh.
Oh, no.
And it's like, I
Wait.
know which side her shoes on, guys, but sometimes I'm just in a rush to get them dressed.
But that's the type of shit we don't get, that
We don't get the
benefit of the
benefit of the doubt.
yeah.
No.
Yep.
When Delaney was little, I had the squeaker shoes, and her daycare took the squeakers out of her shoes
What?
and sent them home in a Ziploc bag because they
That's
got
fucked
annoyed.
up.
Oh,
Wow. I'd have been pissed.
right?
I
Like,
was.
y'all gonna buy me some new shoes.
For real. The nerve.
Yeah, I was not happy. But, she learned over time that if she just walked on her tippy toes,
She
they
didn't
wouldn't
squeak.
squeak.
Kids are very
So-
smart.
Then she just
So it
did
didn't
that.
matter anymore.
Yeah.
Yes. She's
damn
too
kids.
smart.
Sneaky asses.
Yeah, we tried the bell thing on my kid, like putting it, putting a
Mhm.
bell on their pants or something so you could hear where they
We
were
didn't try
going.
that. We knew
Yeah,
our kids were gonna take
no.
them things.
No,
off.
my kid did
It
not
didn't
like that
stick.
shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Our kids would have been like, "Fuck this bell." They would
And
be
it's so
gone.
funny how quickly they learn. Like my toddler, she doesn't do it as much anymore, but like when she was a little bit younger, she would, I guess because like whenever I try to find out what she's doing, I touch her hands and stuff. And so
Mm.
she would put stuff down her onesie and hide
Oh
it
my
and give me her
God.
hands. Yes.
Sneaky.
Or she would like show me one hand, but she would be
Mhm.
Show the
holding
other
the
one?
other hand
Zane's
way
done that
out.
before.
No,
Yes.
they figure out like when I've noticed with my kid, like they figure out how to like mess with your blindness like real
They
quick.
learn
They
Like,
early
do.
when you can't see. They really
Badass
do.
kids.
yeah. I was just surprised at like some of the things he was doing. I'm like, how did you know that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
They're
the
just
things you
all
learn.
ratchet. Kids
That
are
makes me
ratchet.
think of another hot take. It's like the backpack leashes. I
Oh,
loved a
yeah.
backpack leash. Some people have very strong feelings about them.
No,
They
I
do.
teach my
loved
I
kids
them
up.
use
too.
them.
Them kids
I
is always
loved
on a
it.
leash.
I think it's
Mhm.
kind of a no-brainer for blind parents though.
Yes.
So
Shoot,
Yeah.
those kids be trying to run and like, nope, can't go that far, and then fall right on over.
Mhm.
Like,
And you
"Can
know
go
what?
run today?"
People can just stay mad about it. It'll be fine.
for sure.
They can tell their mom.
Yeah.
Shoot, if my kids were still like, if they still had backpack leashes that could fit them, they would still be in it. But
My
they're
kid
a
throws
lot
a
better
fit
now.
now.
They're a lot better with. They know when we're in public, you better hold my hand or else. They know what is
Yeah.
expected of them. So I can walk through the airport with them just holding their hands, or holding one of their hands and the other kid holding the other hand of the other
Aw.
sibling.
Older kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Well,
I usually hold Zane's hand because he'll be the one to run away.
Oh dear.
You gotta control them, yeah.
You
yeah.
gotta watch the older one.
That's funny. Well, do we have another round of hot takes or are we going to wrap it up here?
I don't know.
I think it's
we
been
should
long enough.
wrap it
Good.
I
up.
think it
Yeah.
has. Yeah.
It was so good catching up with you guys, though. I think this was a great kickoff to like our new season, or
Our return.
our return.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for chatting with me. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Man, it just feels different this time, you know?
Yeah.
It does.
So
It does.
we got professional mics and we're not really
Feels
talking over
legit.
each other that much.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And then we talk over each other.
Yeah.
It's
Damn.
legit though. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If y'all have any questions that y'all would like to throw at us about our hot takes or our drink or sexy Whitney or anything, hit us up at babiesdownbottlesup@gmail.com, or you guys can find us on Facebook, Babies Down Bottles Up. Our Twitter, I think it's at BDBU Pod.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. And our TikTok is coming soon, so keep your eyes.
And
Let us
Insta.
know what your hot takes are. I want to know. We'll put a post on our Facebook
Right.
when this episode drops. I want to know what y'all's hot takes are.
Or
Yes.
just tell us to shut the hell up about ours, because we would like to hear
Oh.
what you have to say.
I do not want any constructive criticism. Thank you.
We can't handle
Terrin
it.
said don't DM her.
Right.
No,
do
do
not
not DM
stay out of
me.
my DMs. And our Instagram, oh my goodness. I think
It's at BDBU underscore
pod. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So come find us. We'll be there. All right, ladies.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.